Lindbergh leading Brandon Easy to the turn one for the first time. Travis Miller in the mix, Mastriani high off the backstretch in the 11 car, 3 wide out of turn 4. Goes Johnstone, Knapp, and Bigelow. Brandon Easy trying to get the lead away from the Lindbergh 28, but he can't do it. And looking high out of turn 4. Lindbergh grabbing the lead and running away with it here ahead of Brandon Easy. Travis Miller holding third in the 22. Cody McPherson in the number 7, and Paul Gabori in the number 9 is the top 5. Lindbergh again to the outside cushion in 1 and 2. Easy right up the back door. Lindbergh up on the top side cushion. Brandon Easy streaks up behind him. Can't make up the ground yet, and now they come again to 1 and 2. Miller trying to hold off Cody McPherson, who goes up around the outside. '77 of E.J. Willard on the inside. Streaking down through 1 and 2 is Gary Lindbergh with Brandon Easy in the 06. Travis Miller on the inside of Cody McPherson. Gabori and Chitty right there with them. Panunte sharp behind that pack. We got one around. B.J. Willard in turn 4, the 77 car. Lindbergh, the leader, ready to restart this race, gets going. 6 in. 44 laps still to go in this 50-lap King of the Crates, brought to you by David Chevrolet. Couple of contact back here in turn 2. Rouse trying to go up around the outside. Started deep in the pack. He's got to work his way to the front. Travis Miller gets into the moat, and that backs up Justin Sharp's momentum. Cody McPherson the inside, trying to steal the lead away from Gary Lindbergh. Cody McPherson drawn up on the inside of the 28. Lindbergh around the outside, but McPherson straighter and stronger off the bottom. Cody McPherson gets the lead away from Gary Lindbergh. 8 on the counter, 32 to go here for Cody McPherson. Lindbergh up to the high side. Once again, McPherson on the bottom. Third place is Brandon Easy in the 06. McPherson to the bottom in the number 7. Lindbergh still holding tough in the second position on the high side. Brandon Easy looking for a miscue by either of them. He runs third in the 06. .39 laps to go as they put 11 on the counter. Still Cody McPherson, Gary Lindbergh. 06 of Brandon Easy, Paul Gabori, and the 99 of Greg Panunte. Off of turn 4. Lindbergh again to the high side, but losing ground now to the leader, Cody McPherson. McPherson with this one in hand, brings it to the bottom side in the number 7. Lindbergh around the top of the 28. Brandon Easy, the 06, running in third position. Behind them, it is the 9 of Gabori and the 99 of Greg Panunte. Top 5. Behind them, Mark Chitty, Jimmy Johnstone, Rob Knapp, Brent Bigelow, and the 8 of Justin Sharp. McPherson putting another one up on the counter. Next time it'll take us to 15 with 35 to go. Panunte trying to get under Gabori for the 4th position. They come to the inside of turn 2. Cody McPherson all alone, so is Lindbergh in the 2nd spot. Third is Brandon Easy. Then Gabori and Panunte battling for fourth. Brent Bigelow on the move as he moves up into 8th place underneath Rob Knapp. Cody McPherson strong and steady on the backstretch into 3. Lindbergh up to the high side, still maintaining second, not giving up any ground. Back to the 06 of Brandon Easy. 99 of Panunte running in 4th. 5th is Gabori. Then a fairway back to Chitty and Johnstone. Bigelow, Sharp, and Rob Knapp. Cody McPherson just clicking the laps off as quickly as he can. As he exits 3 and 4 this time, it'll be 20 to go with 30 to go, 20 on the board. 20 laps complete, 3-0, 30 to go for Cody McPherson as he leads the King of the Crate feature once again here tonight. McPherson, Lindbergh, and Brandon Easy. The top 3. Panunte trying to reel them in as he's made some distance away from the 9 of Paul Gabori. Brent Bigelow's got under Mark Chitty and he's starting to work his way. McPherson had to slow down for Jason Fairway. Robert Baker broken on the top in the 40 in turn 4. Now Miller in the 22 with trouble. Travis Miller stopped in turn 4. Right rear flat for Robert Baker, lead back. Cody McPherson gonna try and steal it back here. Lindbergh gave it up once, may not give it up again. He'll protect the inside lane. McPherson does not want to let him through. And Dave Flanagan Jr. gets turned around by Larry Senegi Jr. Jimmy Johnstone hung together with the 53 of Fairway in turn 2. In the Sportsman main event here tonight for the King of the Crates, brought to you by David Chevrolet in Welland. Lindbergh again on the blast in the 28, getting it up front of Cody McPherson. Brandon Easy running 3rd, then Panunte and Bigelow up in the top 5. Lindbergh guarding the inside, not giving Cody McPherson a run down low. We're at the halfway point now with 25 still to go. Lindbergh on the bottom. McPherson working the backstretch, trying to catch the 28 of Gary Lindbergh. All the cars broad sliding to the high side in 3 and 4. Still Lindbergh guarding the bottom in the 28. McPherson trying to catch him on the back chute. Into 3 they go. Lindbergh still on the low side, not letting McPherson get the nose down on the bottom. Brandon Easy right there. Panunte and Gabori battling with Brent Bigelow, 16. of Bigelow with the front left side all smashed up on his car, but still running fairly strong inside the top 6. Justin Sharp trying to get underneath Bigelow now as Bigelow struggles to the high side out of turn 2. They will go yellow for debris on the top side of turn 4. Apparently a coil spring up in the groove And that do not want to get that kicked up into the stands. They got their eye on Bigelow. He's having a good run inside the top 8. He streaks out to the outside again in the 16. Car really bad now for Brett Bigelow. Bigelow's car just digging in badly here on the front straightaway. Certainly not running the way he wants it to. Can't have a good handling car without one of the corners of suspension. Lindbergh, the leader, still pulling away from Cody McPherson. Greg Panunte into third. Justin Sharp showing the nose on the outside in fourth in the Blue Moon Potatoes 8S. Justin Sharp right around the outside of all the leaders. Look at Sharpie come. Trouble in turn 4 as the yellow will come out. Another one turned around. Potatoes 8S. Top 3 were working the inside. Sharp was trying to run the bottom. Now Panunte gets underneath. Cody McPherson on the inside. Cody McPherson with trouble. Almost looked like the tire went away on the 7 as he fades back a handful now. Cody McPherson, I think, it's a flat right rear. Yeah, flat tire on the McPherson 7. Tough break for the early leader. Yellow is out. Cody McPherson needing a right rear tire on the 7. Lights go out, we're ready to go. Lindbergh on it again. Panunte to challenge him on the outside. Try and take away the G-note here tonight that's up for grabs. Lindbergh on the inside. Panunte trying to get around the top. BJ Willard grabbed the big money last night in 50 lapper at Ransomville. And he'd like to grab the big cash here tonight. Swings it to the outside of Brandon Easy. Bellamy with trouble, and he gets tangled up in turn 4. Looks like maybe Travis Miller facing the wrong way in the 22. Gary Lindbergh and Greg Panunte want to put a bunch together here. Panunte gets a good start, but so does Lindbergh, nice and even at the line. Lindbergh to the inside, gonna try and push up and keep Panunte in the rear. Panunte on the outside. Lindbergh draws up inside of him. Justin Sharp, Tyler McPherson trying to go at it at the back. 3 into 1 they go. Panunte gets crossed up. He'll pull up behind the Lindbergh 28. Lindbergh edging out in front. Be 14 to go as they cross the stripe, and Panunte around the outside. Lindbergh to the bottom in the 28, trying to keep the lead away from Greg Panunte. Panunte to the outside. Lindbergh with the slide job down on the inside. They nearly get together out of 4. Panunte back on the nose of the Lindbergh 28. Lindbergh again needs to get back on it. Comes straight out of 2. Tries to get the inside of Panunte. Panunte after the cushion. Lindbergh down low. Lindbergh pushing on the inside. Panunte with the momentum around the top. BJ Willard up to 3rd. Brandon Easy to 4th. 5th is now Tyler McPherson. Adam Leslie into the back of Jason Moore. And the yellow comes out. Adam Leslie on the hot side of 1 and 2. Adam Leslie being parked for what the officials are determining an intentional shot at the 11X of Jason Moore. They will send Adam Leslie to the pits. Pretty even at the line. Lindbergh to the inside, trying to get the advantage back on Panunte. Panunte a bit quicker around the top side. Brandon Easy trying to hold off BJ Willard. They bring it off a turn 4. Panunte streaks to the top side, around the outside of the Lindbergh 28. BJ Willard getting on the inside of Brandon Easy as they come out of turn 2. BJ Willard, the man on the move. So is his cousin Tyler McPherson. Justin Sharp trying to split the middle between McPherson and Easy. Thinks better of it. He'll back out of it. Cody McPherson on the move on the outside. 7th car on the make. 10 laps to go. Panunte with 9 to go as he crosses the stripe and puts the 4-1 on the board. Lindbergh still holding tight in second. Third is BJ Willard. Tyler McPherson and Brandon Easy in the top 5. Brad Rouse working into the top 6 with Justin Sharp. Gabori, Knapp. And just outside the top 10 sits Cody McPherson after rallying from the flat tire a few laps ago. Oh, Panunte oversteps in one. That brings Lindbergh to the bottom. Gary Lindbergh, the new leader, with 8 laps to go. Joey Mastriani gets around. Travis Miller gets a piece of him. And Joey Mastriani facing the wrong way in turn 2. Gary Lindbergh, the new leader in the 28. After Panunte missteps it in 1 and 2. They bring it around. It'll be 43 on the board, 7 to go. Lindbergh with a great restart ahead of Panunte. BJ Willard trying to sneak up on the bottom. So is Tyler McPherson. Panunte trying to come around the outside, but unsuccessful. Tyler McPherson and BJ Willard bang doors into 3. McPherson around the middle now, and he will come up to try and challenge with Panunte. BJ Willard trying to get to the inside on his cousin. Tyler down low will block that groove. Lindbergh on the bottom side as well. This will put 44 up on the counter. 6 to go for Gary Lindbergh. Lindbergh to the bottom side here in 1 and 2, holding steady with the lead position. Lindbergh trying to hold off Greg Panunte. Panunte streaks up to the outside. 5 to go for Gary Lindbergh, looking for his biggest win of his career. $1,000 on the line in 50 laps. Lindbergh with 4 to go. Panunte trying to come up to the outside. Lindbergh steady and strong on the bottom. Panunte trying to swing it around the outside. Lindbergh with the advantage still. 47 coming to the board this time. Panunte to the outside. Greg Panunte trying to use the outside to his advantage. Coming up around Lindbergh. Lindbergh strong on the bottom. Panunte pulls up to the outside. Lindbergh gonna try and hold him up to the high side here. They come around 4. Lindbergh keep it even with Panunte. Panunte got him at the line. 2 to go. Can Lindbergh get back underneath the veteran Panunte? Panunte looked like he patiently set him up to the last minute. And they will bring it around now. Last time out for Greg Panunte and Gary Lindbergh. Panunte slips up a bit in 2. Lindbergh with one final shot. Lindbergh in a high-sided. Lindbergh to the bottom. Who will it be out of 4? Lindbergh on the inside. It's going to be Panunte by half a car ahead of Lindbergh. Great run for Tyler McPherson, BJ Willard, and the 18 of Brad Rouse into the top 5. Greg Panunte climbing out of the 99 PR 50 lap winner here tonight. Big payday, $1,000 as part of the King of the Crate series. Greg, great run here tonight. You had to be patient. Lindbergh had you for a while, but in the end, you were able to get him when it counted with 2 to go. Talk about your run in the closing laps.
Yeah, our car wasn't very good at the beginning and topped it up with a lot of fuel, and it didn't work very well, so we just have to be patient. But about, I don't know, it was 25, 30 laps. I moved up in the middle there a little bit when I seen Sharpie, and I couldn't believe how much bite was there. So stuck it in there, and it worked, and went in a bit too hard on the last turn there, and he almost got me, but that's racing. I want to thank a lot of people, of course, Rick's Delivery, Gaston Auto Sales, my brother-in-law, Remarkable, BICKNELL Racing Products, and make an awesome race car. Mr. Transmission, St. Catharines, he just come aboard with us about a month ago, so I want to thank him. And, of course, all my guys who helped. Steve and Adam. Sorry, Adam's been helping us out the last few weeks, so if it wasn't for them guys, of course, I wouldn't be here, so.
There you go, Greg Panunte, your feature winner tonight. We'll move it over